Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back with another video, and this is a big one. One of the first major trades of the offseason has arrived. Giannis Antetokounmpo has officially been traded to the Miami Heat. Package has the Bucks sending out Giannis and Bobby Portis for Tyler Hero, Kelly Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr. The 13th pick in this year's NBA draft, their unprotected 2031 and 2033 first-round picks, a first-round pick swap in 2030, and a second-round pick in 2033. I mean, damn, depending on how you see it, it's either a fair trade or the Heat just got robbed blind. But alright, the Heat get a multiple-time All-Star plus NBA champion to help their goals of winning now. A great power forward to put next to Bam Adebayo with a few good moves in free agency and the Heat's crazy talent at finding unreal undrafted players. The Heat can definitely become real contenders, but Pat Riley really has to make some other moves besides this one to add more depth to the team. On the other hand, the Bucks are being clowned on for the starting five they are about to have, but in my honest opinion, I think they have a solid squad. I mean, they're not serious contenders, but with this trade, they made a future that they previously did not have with Giannis. Plus, the pieces they got in this trade are relatively young and have good potential. I mean, Jaime Jaquez Jr. was just one of the finalists for the 6th Man of the Year award. Jaime Jaquez averaged about 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists while shooting 50.7% from the field. So, I mean, this is a solid squad to start a rebuild with. They just got to make sure the rebuild doesn't take a million years and that they aren't okay with mediocrity and are left in the play-in purgatory just like the Heat have always been. So where do I think the Heat and the Bucks will place in the upcoming NBA season? Let's start with the Bucks. This will be the Bucks' first season without Giannis and their first season rebuilding. As I said, the roster isn't anything crazy, but it's solid. They drafted Braden Burries and Nate Ament in this year's draft. These two players are great young players and both play positions that they are in need of. A good forward and guard to have coming off the bench and starting. Both players can score. In addition, they have a former all-star and one of the better shooters in the league in Tyler Hero. A young shot-blocking center in Kelly Ware. Strong scoring off the bench in Jaquez Jr. The pieces they already have are also good enough. I mean, Ryan Rollins had a great season last year. Miles Turner is a good center depending on the night, but he has the experience to teach the youngest players whatever he can. Kevin Porter Jr. is another guard who would be good to have for the experience and can put up decent numbers. But with that being said, the Bucks can definitely give up some of these pieces like Miles Turner or Kyle Kuzma for some decent picks or younger role players. I think the Bucks will miss the playoffs this upcoming season, or they'll get the 9th seed and enter the play-in. Now for the Heat, they will definitely be having playoff aspirations since they don't have a large window to compete. Giannis is 31 years old, experiencing some issues staying healthy last season. Bam is also getting older, but both of them still play at a high enough level to compete. But will they succeed and win a chip? The answer for me is nope, at least not this season. Their team is just too incomplete right now to make a good run in the playoffs. If they finish this free agency strong or make good moves at the trade deadline, then this improves their chances heavily. But knowing Pat Riley, he is most likely not going to be making those moves. But hopefully he proves me wrong, since Eastern Conference needs some power right now. There really isn't a threat to the top teams in the conference. I believe that this Heat team isn't as stacked as people believe it will be, but I still think they make the playoffs. Either they get in after the play-in by being the 7th seed or get in by being the 6th seed. I'm not expecting a deep playoff run, but I hope they prove me wrong, since I actually kind of like the Heat as a franchise. Alright, time to grade this trade. So for the Bucks, they got Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and Kelly Ware. A lot of picks and pick swaps. These picks turned into Braden Burries and Nate Ament. They really were able to show their fan base that there is a future without Giannis. A solid start to this rebuild. I'm gonna give the Bucks an A. I mean, they got pretty much what you would expect for trading someone as big as Giannis. Just a good haul for them and starting them off with a good core for the future. Now for the Heat finally got a star after so many trade rumors for so many different stars. Was this a good move though? Yes, it can be. It all depends on the Heat front office, this upcoming free agency and trade deadline. But Giannis is Giannis. The Greek freak can always put up great numbers and shows up defensively. And paired up with Bam Adebayo, the man who just scored 83 points in a singular game, their front court defense will be elite. Davion Mitchell is a solid guard and good defender. It's just their bench has been gutted by this trade, so I will give the Heat a B- because although they gave up a lot of their assets, they still got an elite superstar who can score and defend in Giannis. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Let me know which team won this trade and how you think Giannis will do with the Heat. Remember to like and subscribe and ring that noti bell, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.